Morning, everybody.
Morning, Rabbi.
The Hasidic master, the Baal Shem Tov, taught that whatever a person sees or hears is a directive, is a lesson for him or her in the service to Avodas Hashem, in the service to serving God. So it's very easy to understand how if you see somebody doing something good, wow, that's great. I'm inspired. I want to copy that person. I want to bring that into my life. I want to connect with that. That's we can understand that. But how is it when we see something negative that we can take that into our lives? When you see something negative, you don't want to connect with that. You don't want to really have anything to do with that. And sometimes you're disgusted by it. So how is that able to serve as a tool, as a guide in our service to Hashem? So the first thing is, when you see something negative, you have to be able to ask yourself, just like that person has a blind spot and doesn't see what they're doing, is not aware of how they come across and how they're acting, you have to ask yourself, perhaps you have the same thing. And it's really, in a sense, it's a tremendous wake-up call, because a lot of times you see something and you're convinced, you know the story, you know already how to react, we know who's right and we know who's wrong, but we're not able to see past ourselves. And when we see something negative about somebody else, it's the first reminder that we're all human, we're all limited, we all have blind spots, and we all have to be open to understand that we have these blind spots. And if somebody tells you something, you have to be very, very open to listen to it. A lot of times when someone tells you something right away, you close up, and he's going to tell me what to do. But I was just sitting with somebody last night and talking to me, and the person's a professional in a certain area, and they're dealing with something in their area that they're a professional. I have no idea what's going on over there. And I'm talking to this person, and after an hour, I tell them, don't you realize that everything you're doing is exactly the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing? I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just listening to your story. You're telling me you're doing the same thing over and over and over. You're not getting the results you're supposed to be getting. You have an excuse why everybody else is wrong, but you're not getting to the finish line. Don't you realize you have to take somebody else in? You cannot do this yourself. You're emotionally involved. And I realized this. I said, we're all like that. We all have this blind spot. So you have to be very, very careful to be able to see everything you see, especially something negative, is a tremendous avodah, a tremendous lesson in service of Hashem, that you have to be able to be open. It says that one of the reasons why we come down in this world is l'shanois teva midosav, to change your character traits. That's why we came down here. One of the things that we have to accomplish in our lives is to change our character traits. Whatever default, whatever weakness, whatever challenge we have in our character traits, we have to work on it. You have to change it. That's tremendous amount of work. It's mesiras nefesh. It's self-sacrifice. You're going against every fiber in your body. And to be able to do that, one of the ways to wake yourself up is when you see something by somebody else and it doesn't look too good, you have to ask yourself, where do I have that? Where is it by me that I have to fix this? So when you're able to see it within yourself, you're able to fix yourself, and then you're able to see it somehow in a positive way to help the other person as well. So we got a lot of fixing to do, a lot of construction. Let's go get him, champ.